What's up, Veve community? I'm going to be discussing Darwyn Cook and his Veve Ecomi NFT that he created. When I first looked at this, I was like, oh, this is a retro Batman. And I think that a lot of people had the same thinking. I mean, compared to like Batmans like this, you think that this one's created like a long time ago, but actually, this is created by a contemporary artist, Darwyn Cook. And from all accounts that I've researched, this guy is super loved within the community. He did pass away in 2018 from cancer, and from all accounts that I read, the community, it seemed like it was really heavily affected and was really hurt by this. And so today I want to be talking about Darwyn Cook and why I considered what I used to think was a dorky retro Batman to be an art piece. So Darwyn Cook is best known for his work in Catwoman, DC New Frontier, The Spirit, and Richard Stark. And he's been awarded numerous Eisner, Harvey, and Joe Schutzler awards. And I'm going to be talking about why this is so significant, this Eisner Award here later. So this is some of his artwork. So his niche was the fact that he was a contemporary artist, but he drew his designs in a retro manner. This was really well received by the comics community. Like nobody else was doing this. Perhaps like the older comics readers, they wanted like the older designs, but the new designs and the new comics that were coming out, they only just had this new look. But Darwyn Cook was the only guy who was connecting 21st century storytelling with 20th century artwork, and this really resonated within the community. So just taking a look at some of his work, like you can see, it is a very retro look. You don't see this so much in modern day comics, but this was what really attracted the community. And he does have some covers, not many, because of his most famous work is the New Frontier, DC New Frontier. And this was really, really popular, and this is what really got many people into comics. But not only that, guys, if you go down here, he wrote The Spirit, and this was like work that was originally written by Will Eisner. And the fact that they asked Darwyn Cook to remake this, that's like a huge honor. That's like Space Jam and the remake of it where it's LeBron James instead of Michael Jordan. Like, you have to be great to get this piece of work to do. And who actually Will Eisner is, he's actually considered to be like one of the forefathers of American comics. He was one of the earliest cartoonists, and he's best well known for that series, The Spirit. So also even named an award for him. And the fact that Darwyn Cook won this is actually really big, because I've done so much comic artist research, and most of them are just nominated, they don't win it. So the fact that he actually won multiple of those, that's a huge honor. And just a little bit of background about the New Frontier. It's about the story about the Justice League before they were the Justice League. And I'm not too aware about this New Frontier, but I know about the Justice League, and it's definitely a popular series. I just want to take a quick look at this. This just talks about how the director of Batman was influenced by Darwyn Cook. He talks about how he used to research and study about Darwyn Cook's way of portraying Batman's two sides. I think that's just like a really important aspect and characteristic of Batman that attracts us to him, right? Like the mysterious and the dark side of Batman. So the director says that Darwyn did a really good job portraying the duality within Batman, and that was influenced in his movie. And he did pass away at 53, guys. It seemed like he was a legend in the making, if not already a legend. The fact that he refused to conform to society's consideration of what modern comics is what attracted comic lovers from all ages, not only the older group, but the younger generation as well, because he, like I said earlier, he had 21st century storytelling, but 20th century artwork, and that's what really created his niche. And I don't really know if there's any other artists that do it this kind of way. And just taking a look at his artwork, guys, like, I can really see why the older generation is really attracted to this. That's something unique and I think that a lot of comics and comic aficionados, they really respect the fact that he didn't conform. And so, guys, that was my review of Darwyn Cook. Personally, I think that he's an amazing artist. This was one of the Batmans that are still like relatively affordable. So I do think that this could be considered artwork rather than a collectible, in my opinion. I mean, maybe those are the same things in a way, but I'm really, really impressed by Darwyn Cook. I just always am attracted to something that's different from the rest of the crowd. Like in the modern day, everybody's making the same type of music, everybody's making the same type of art. So to go against the grain of society's standards, I do think eventually people are going to see the value in his artwork as time passes because of his uniqueness.